Alright, welcome back to the TheSanzSHO Online. Tori Sands here, joining with Nita Ross, Miss Diamond, David Clark, and also Shades Eclipse. Before the break, we were actually talking about like the N-word, and of course, I said, the word. The interesting thing is that, we have Shades. Shades has friends who are Caucasian, who he's absolutely comfortable with saying the N-word. And then we have, of course, we have Miss Diamond, and, we got David here. And during the break, of course, Nita Ross had discovered, she basically said that, she has one friend who's white who can use the word. I want to ask you guys this. But he doesn't. Out of respect.
I actually would be okay with it.
Okay.
Once a day.
Once a day.
You hear that? Once a day.
That's his max.
You reached your limit, nigga.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay. Now, you know what? The crazy thing is that Shades was saying that, because he knows these, these people that he's basically grown up with, and he's okay with that. I want to ask you guys this because, being somebody who is, black and Dominican, I don't have a problem with, anybody who's not white using it, as long as it's not in a derogatory way. So I guess my question is like, because whenever a white person says the N-word, I'm offended by it. So I want to ask you guys this, even though Shades, because I know that you're okay.
Well, no,
I want to know, now I'm not talking about Chinese people, but I'm talking about people that may have some African ancestry. Because there's a lot of Latinos out there that have, African ancestry that use the word. Angie Martinez has used the word plenty of times on her records. Fat Joe has used it plenty of times. They're not just straight Latin. J-Lo has even used the word and been criticized for it because she's a pop star and she's, I don't know if they consider her an A-list actress, but how do you guys feel about that? Excluding white people.
If I say something right now, I'm probably going to get A-list, so I'm not.
what I
really want to say is just not okay for me. I'm sorry.
Okay.
That's just my opinion. That's just for me. You're not black when you use it.
I'm half. So my mom is African-American. My mom is African-American. My dad is Dominican. Is there a problem with me using it? Because I might appear to you as being, African-American or a black man.
You good.
Okay. Okay, so.
Well, what I wanted to say was, it really wasn't like, but what the moment for me that made me cool with nigga being used versus nigger is one day when I was younger, me and my sister were riding our bikes, and we rolled past these two Caucasian women. And where I'm from, they look like typical trailer trash. But when we rolled past them...
But you're not from Detroit, right?
No, I'm not. I'm from Chicago.
Okay.
And when we rolled past them, actually I'm from Rockford, Illinois, but since nobody really knows where that is, and it's like an hour and a half
we're going to say Chicago.
We're going to say Chicago. But what happened was, me and my sister were riding our bikes, and we rolled past these two white women. And I heard the white women, one of the white women as we rolled past say, look at them two niggers right there. Because I protect my sister, I instantly and I turned around and I said, excuse me, what was that you said? She was like, you heard what I said. I said, that's interesting. And I said, because if you look up in the dictionary, the word nigger means ignorance. I was like, and for you to call somebody that you don't know ignorance, that makes you more ignorant than the two niggers that rolled past you.
Wow.
And after that day, I had like a totally different outlook on the word being used, period. Not saying that a white person, a black person, whoever can use the word nigger, and I'm like, oh, okay, we cool. Okay. But you know what I'm saying, it like made me look at things differently because I may not be the most educated person on the planet, but I do my best to educate myself.
Okay.
So when I went to the dictionary and I saw the word nigger and it gave me the terminology that it was meant for an ignorant person, that helped me be able to deal with somebody non-African American using the word.
Okay. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back over here I want to talk to you two ladies before we get. Okay, so I don't need it. I know you said you're not gonna. I know you said that you only have like one friend that is not black that
I would tolerate it once a day.
How do you feel about like Latinas or Latinos that use it, but not in a derogatory way?
Mexican or Latinos?
Well, I don't really count Mexicans.
J-Lo can call me a nigga any day. Okay. J-Lo, I love you. Call me a nigga. I'll be your nigga. Okay. All right.
Well, see, the thing is, Mexicans are like.
Here's the deal. I don't have any Mexican friends really, so I really can't really speak on that. If they were to say it, I just know they're not black. So I'm probably gonna put them in the category where, man, I really would feel you not saying nigga then.
Right. Okay.
So, but I had made a statement off camera, you know, that your white friends that you're cool with saying, you know, nigga with you. If I was around, they know not to say that, and you said yes.
Right.
So you know, and I respect the fact that you're comfortable with that, and each his own. You know, that they're comfortable sitting around you, but if I come around, then they know not to do that.
Yes, they do.
And that's what makes everybody happy. You know, we all get along just fine. You know, I'm kind of loose with the nigga word. I really don't have a problem with it. I had a problem with Barbara Walters saying nigger because, you know, she knows better.
Yeah, she knows better.
She knows better. You probably should have said, you could have just said the N-word. I mean, you said the N-word. And I'm sitting over here like, why are you saying the N-word? You can say nigga. Right. But let's all say it together in harmony. Right. Nigga. You know? So, but I mean, DMX made one of my favorite songs, My Nigga. Like, I have no problem with that word whatsoever. Okay. And I don't look at it as being anybody being ignorant or anything like that. I just feel like it's just a cool phrase. Like, I'd be like, you know, my homie, that's my boy, my dog, my nigga. That's
For me, I think that since it's been used in such a derogatory way and to degrade us racially, then it's a word that only we can use. Because I don't use other words that racially profiles other people.
Right, that's
you know. So that's just my own.
Well, do you feel like I'm trying to like just mix this up a little bit. Do you feel like if you, I mean, of course, being a black woman, do you feel like if your parents or your grandparents were like, let's say you were raised in Puerto Rico, are you okay with that?
Yes.
Do you think it's okay? Oh, okay. I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
I think only, and I don't know how this is gonna come out because it's just in my head. But honestly, only broke people, or like broke white people. No, for real. Like only broke white people have an issue with race because broke white people have an issue that they feel like black people, Mexicans, Latinas, among that they're actually going to steal their jobs being an American citizen. You know, usually people who you bump in arms with who actually have more money, they actually have a higher educational level. You know, they're more intellectual, so they have a higher understanding. If I see someone and I can tell that these people have really no educational background.
Maybe I promise you, when I become a millionaire, I'm still gonna call you a nigga.
But see, that's different. That's different for you, though. It's different for you.
Right.
But I'm saying when I have a white person, like for instance, I grew up. I would honestly, when I lived in Tennessee, for instance, I was like accused of like rape before in my life. Like, and I'm gay. Like, how a gay black dude get accused of raping a white girl? Like, how does that happen?
You lived in Tennessee.
I lived in Tennessee,
and that was majority,
but I was in a very white area.
And look how black you are. That's already one strike against
But listen,
you, so God help you.
But my thing was this: I used to have an issue. But me, honestly, now today it's really about people's experiences, their triggers. So what
I don't really think that it has anything to do with whether or not they have money or whether or not they're well-to-do, because I've seen well-to-do, so-called educated Caucasian people use the word nigger in a derogatory manner.
But they ain't never gonna use it in your face.
Oh, yeah, they have.
Oh, I would never.
Yeah, they have. I've seen them. Those are the ones that actually use it in the worst way. You may see example. You may see a piece of trailer trash. What we call white folks that ain't got shit trailer trash.
We have to define.
But you'll see.
At this point in the game with the recession, ain't nobody really got nothing.
First of all,
but at the same time, what I'm saying is,
and I really
I've had in my personal experience,
I got white friends too.
I've had more snooty, uppity white folks, you know what I'm saying, that think that, you know what I'm saying, because of their money, the cars they drive and things like that, that they were more entitled to use the word nigger to refer to somebody black.
They feel entitled already.
Right, but
everybody
at the same time,
has an excuse to want to use it.
Exactly. So versus somebody who was versus a white person that was middle class or had less money or damn near on the poverty line that used the word nigga. You see,
the thing is, the discussion will go on and on and on. So, you know, I'm really grateful for you guys, you know, because this is a really deep discussion, and you guys can continue this on Facebook and YouTube, of course, and comment underneath this video.
Sandspot.
Yep, Sandspot. You can also check out my website, TheSanzSHO.com, of course. We're going to come back, and we got some emails that we're going to answer, too, and it's going to get really, really juicy if you thought this was crazy. So, we'll be right back here at The Sanz Show. Stick around.